It is essential that we take a hard look at ourselves to ensure we understand what we have been through, how we have changed, and how we must adapt to succeed. Effectiveness rather than pure efficiency is the key to the work of professionals. Professionals earn the trust of their clients through their ethic, which is their means of motivation and self-control. That is the U.S. Army in the document The Profession of Arms. They were discussing the U.S. conflict in Iraq and Afghanistan. Nearly everyone agrees that, at a minimum, business people have a moral obligation to obey the law and a general obligation to return a profit. Business ethics for dummies. But there is a difference between business ethics for compliance, don't ask, don't tell, don't get caught, and business ethics for community value of what is right. Legal compliance is about the law and cares nothing about values. So what is the community value of what is right? What is the legal value of harm or taking? Do you only need to have policies that stay within legal guidelines? For example, asbestos companies and tobacco companies knew that they caused cancer before there was public awareness and legal guidance. Do you need to be proactively, constantly pushing to maintain the most ethical standards? Or, for this business ethics discussion, should businesses be held responsible for implementing practices to protect the environment? No, businesses should not be held responsible. Management teams and investor shareholder value theory of 1970 by Milton Friedman shows that only responsibility of companies is to maximize shareholder value. Do your customers and stakeholders care? What if you're a service-based business? Does your obligation to worker rights and customer satisfaction have anything to do with environmentalism? How far back do you need to go in your supply chain to care? Entrepreneur Magazine, Why Environmental Responsibility is Good for Your Bottom Line, says, unfortunately, scale in business is critical, and potential customers interested in goodwill or sustainable products may not be sufficient in number to justify the expense. Sustainability in Business and the Environment, Rice University in 2018 says, corporate personhood, or the legal doctrine that corporation has the legal rights and responsibilities enjoyed by natural persons. How do you have an obligation to force them to care about the environment? And the Harvard Business Review and Sustainability Economy 2011, the bounty of nature is priceless, but that side effect of seeing priceless value means that it can be sometimes treated as free. If you have the different concepts, then you cannot make a fair comparison. Decisions relating to sustainability involve finance. Only when you have inputs and outputs stated in the same terms can an optimal solution be found. A company that resolves to go beyond what law requires by paying employees a living wage, for example, or ensuring factories don't pollute, is hobbled by costs that leaner counterparts don't incur, meaning it can be more expensive to care about the environment. And it cannot protect your reputation from very public scenarios. For example, BP used to donate refrigerators to store malaria medication, but that did not offset the public disaster of the BP Deepwater Horizon. And it's a game of semantics, word choices, and it's a sliding scale. The Harvard Business Review, Why Integrity is Never Easy 2011, says that almost every Google search for a business returns integrity as part of the company vision statement. But 95% of students in a school library journal review admit to having engaged in some form of cheating. You're designated integrity because it's hard for people to want to do that. So, 4, yes, businesses should care about the environment. The European Union has made corporate social responsibility, financial success, environmental responsibility based on human rights, and said that capitalism based on these pillars is sustainable. The U.S. competency-based program allows businesses to use their expertise to improve social conditions. Tax deductions can be currently, under COVID, up to 100% of adjusted gross income for individuals, and a corporation may deduct qualified contributions of up to 25% of taxable income. A 2021 Motley Fool. Investors feel good about the stocks they own, stock of companies with strong performance. The same theory of 1970 by Milton Friedman can backfire on you. Workers will unionize or quit. Employees may make risky or illegal business decisions, which blow back on your company. A 2020 Gallup poll shows a 4 times higher growth for companies that excel at engaging fewer accidents, 21% higher profitability. The sustainable retail, how Generation Z is leading the pack of Forbes in 2020 January. The younger generation is flat out willing to pay for it. 62% of Generation Z, 54% of millennials, 34% of Generation X, and 23% of baby boomers flat out say they will pay more to support sustainability. Thank you.